everyone, Sunny Potato here with another review of our series of the first hour. We're taking a look at Eastshade today. Our storyline delivers a wholesome trip to a vacation to location by your parents. Your mother's dying wish is for you to travel there and paint 4 different locations. A giant tree, anywhere on the Tiffmore Bluffs, the highest peak, and the view from atop the common tower in the big city. Besides these 4 paintings, you run into many different NPCs who will imply their liking of something, and you will go and paint that thing, bring it to them, and they will give you glowstones, known as their currency, or they'll give you an item of sorts. Helping them will also make them trust and like you. You will want at least 3 citizens of Nadeau to like you, as you will need 3 letters of reference to enter Nava, the big city. Don't make them all mad at you on purpose. It's very tempting, but please contain yourself. I would like to point out, this game has moments where you think this is not even close to wholesome. For example, Amin, the owl lady in Nadeau, she talks some real shit of Ivarsson being an unfit parent. Lady, I'm new here. I don't know who that is, and I don't think you should be saying that. I'm sure you've had this running through your head too. Please don't say it's just me. These NPCs look creepy. I get it, they're trying to look for diversity without putting humans in there, but these look horrifying for some and neutral for others. Where I get confused is the fact that there are cats, normal cats, everywhere that are normal animals, not NPC animals. There are also animal owls that you paint for a monkey NPC, but there are owl NPCs everywhere. Where is the distinction? I'm not sure where the line is. Storyline gets a rating of 2 out of 5 stars. The only major thing to do is to paint 4 things. It's my understanding that these areas take a long time to get to and require a lot of things to achieve, but other than that, it's a simple fetch quest game. There's not enough to do to keep me intrigued, nor give me an itch to go back to the game soon. Next is gameplay. Eastshade uses a normal mouse and keyboard for PC. Unfortunately, I have a few more than normal gripes about this game. While the game itself is very pretty and wholesome, it's almost weirdly wholesome, it doesn't cover up the issues I found with it. For one, exploration gets a little confusing. As the trails turn from dirt to cobblestone back to dirt, it seems to go in a circle, but this isn't a huge concern, especially when you get the map from the cartographer in Kestrel's Eyrie, the house on the hill next to Park Ranger Victor. But it still gets a little confusing when you don't have that map. Also, jumping is very weak. I'm not sure why it's in the game at all. It doesn't help nor hinder you, it's more of a why are you here sort of feature. Apparently, you can just steal from people's homes, like right in front of them, with them looking directly at you. There is no issue with this apparently. I'm there stealing everyone's candles because I can, and I think I might need it later. Not 100% sure, but either way, everyone's either super forgiving, they don't care, or we're in some sort of communal region. The dialogue feels repetitive. You ask people the same questions available by the dialogue extension, but everyone has the same answers. Since the game is dialogue heavy, this feels monotonous, talking with everyone to see if a single NPC has a different answer that might trigger some sort of answer you actually need. It's also difficult to gauge which of the response options are good and bad. I was attempting a wholesome gameplay, I promise, but I somehow pissed off both Park Ranger Victor and Ivarsson. I still have no idea which options I picked were the wrong ones. When you sit on the ground. It looks more like a crouch to me. There are benches everywhere, but you can't use them. I tried to crouch on a bench, but it just slid me off. One last gripe, I have no idea what my character looks like. Not a single mirror exists in this world. What animal am I? Am I a person? What am I? I have no idea. On the bright side, there doesn't seem to be a cap on how many things I can collect off the ground. So I'm collecting sticks and feathers daily just because they're there. Caution, there is a sign not to pick the black thistle flower. I'm not sure what will happen if you do, since I tried to play the good route. I didn't touch them, but if you did, I'll love to hear what happened. Gameplay gets a rating of 3 out of 5 stars. While it's a kind-hearted game and it looks stunning, it's got a few issues control-wise. Now for graphics. The game really does have a pretty landscaping. Its main focus is definitely on its artistic inspiration and appeal to the natural world. I find it a shame that the paintings aren't as good as I thought they would be though. Your monitor is like, mine is 1080p, but the paintings don't reflect that at all. It's more pixelated than that. I can see where this might be a little bit more realistic, as not all artists paint true realism, but it just doesn't seem to match your character's perceived mastership of the art. The monkey lady artist in Nava even confirms that you specialize in realism, and it's just not as crisp as you would expect. Also, the clothes seem very repetitive as well. The bears all have like the same outfit regardless of gender too. I can't even tell who's who when I'm running around Nava. I thought I was talking to one bear and it was actually a different bear, and the monkeys have very similar outfits. The owls have all like similar outfits. It just seems like Nava is such a huge city with so many citizens, all of which are keen creators of crafts. You would think that there would be more variety. The dock worker even talks about shipments bringing in the latest fashions, and there's still a lack of variety. There are some cool features in Eastshade though. The buildings are beautiful and very well crafted. There's an eclipse that's really neat as well as helpful. When the sky turns red, you know the day is half done. And especially since you can't be outside at nighttime or you'll freeze, this is very helpful to know what your time frame is. This is also another note, I can't find where to buy clothes. You need a coat so that you can be outside at nighttime, and I'm sure it's at the market in Nava. I can't find it though. Again, if you know, let me know. So the graphics get a rating of 4 out of 5 stars. The scenery is very pretty. Nava and Nadeau are covered in beautiful buildings, but the lack of variety and the paintings not being very crisp, especially when this whole game is riding on you being an artist, brings the score down a bit. Next is sound. The ambient music is more of actual music. It's not just some soft sound in the background like normal games are. And I actually like this. Because of the artistic creative nature of the game, I felt it was more appropriate to have full-blown classical music playing. There are effects for the ocean, running water, rain, thunder, crickets, wind, and other natural noises too, which I found were nice touches added in there. One aspect of sound I found was lacking, though, was the lack of sound from NPCs. In Nava, there are obviously many groups of animals/people conversing, but there is no sound of chatter or the normal hum of groups talking in large areas. With this in mind, the sound gets a rating of 4 out of 5 stars. Everything is great, except for that crowd noise. Because you run into so many groups, I feel this is really missing. When I'm exploring the area, I don't even realize there are NPCs near me because they don't make a single sound. Last is the replay value. It's not a game I'm really antsy to play again anytime soon. I'd like to finish it as more of a leisure game, but there's no storyline I'm dying to know, nor is there really a cliffhanger I left on. The last thing I remember is someone from the common tower wanting me to gather hot spring water samples from the 4 hot springs around the region. This didn't seem like a hugely fun task, so I'm not really antsy about getting back to it. Replay value gets a rating of 3 out of 5 stars. Like I said, I'm not overly interested, but it's not a boring game either. There is still more of the painting storyline that needs to get completed, but it's not anything that must be done right away in my book. Overall, the game gets a rating of 3 out of 5 stars. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but I feel if you're interested in artistic, wholesome, fetch quest style games, this is one for you. This is also one that's also pretty kid friendly. There is no cursing, alcohol, or bloodshed that I can find within this first hour of gameplay. Eastshade can be bought on Xbox Game Pass for $25. It is on sale right now for $20. Other than that, it can be found on Steam and PlayStation for $25. Well, that's all I have for you folks today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you personally have a higher review rating than the one I just gave? Please like and subscribe also so you can tune into the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day. I will see you next time.